Hello friends, in previous video we have discussed about the series connection of the resistor. Now in this video we are going to study the parallel connection of the resistor. So first question is, what is the parallel connection of the resistors? So when suppose we have three resistors R1, R2 and R3. If these resistors are connected like this R1, this is R2 and this is R3. So this connection known as series connection. But your three resistors are connected between 2 points, suppose X and Y, like this. So this connection is known as parallel connection. Okay, this is known as parallel connection. So parallel connection has their own characteristics similar to that of series connection. So we discuss one by one by performing one activity that is not given here. So the first activity, that is the first characteristics, that is the in parallel combination of the resistors, the potential difference across each resistor is same. Okay, we explain this in details. First of all, we read all these characteristics. Second one, the total current in the circuit is equal to the sum of the current in the parallel branches of the resistors. Okay, this is exactly opposite to that of series connection. In series connection, we have current is equal in circuits and voltage is given by the summation of voltage across the each resistors. But here now you have the voltage in the circuits, voltage difference across that combination is equal to the voltage difference to individual is equal to V1 is equal to V2 and is equal to V3 individual resistor. And here your current is given by summation of current through three resistors. Okay, we understand by performing one activities. And then the third characteristics, that is the reciprocal of the equivalent resistors is equal to the reciprocal summation, the summation of reciprocal of individual resistors. What is the equivalent resistor? The equivalent resistance is given by the reciprocal of equivalent resistance is the summation is equal to the summation of reciprocal of individual resistance. Okay, so now we perform one activity. For that we consider the circuits in which we connected three resistor in parallel connection. Okay, this is the parallel connection. This is the first one R1, this one is R2 and this is R3. This is connected with plug key. Then we have electric battery. Now for measuring current through this circuit, we connected the ammeters in series. Just always remember that whenever if you want to find out the current through the circuit, the milliammeter always connected in series with source. Okay. Now for measuring the voltage difference across this combination, we connected the voltmeters. Okay. And we close this key and note down the values of milliammeters and voltmeters. Suppose the milliammeter value, that is I, and voltage value, that is V. This I is the total current through the circuit. This I value gives the total current through the circuit, and this V is the voltage difference across this combination of three resistors. Okay. Now we remove this ammeter and voltmeter. Okay, we remove these ammeters and we connected the ammeters to series with the R1 and voltmeter. We draw once again this circuit. Now in second case we have three resistors, but in this case now we connected milliammeters. It is in series with R1 for measuring the current through R1, and for measuring the voltage we connected the voltmeter across the R1. Now this is your R2 and this is your R3. Okay, this is series connection connected with battery and plug key. This is your plug key. Now close this key and note down the values of current and voltage across that resistance. So in this case you have current value, that is I1. Now your voltage value, that is V1 suppose. Now similarly we remove this ammeter from here and voltmeter from here. We connected ammeter in series with R2 and connected the voltmeter across the R2. Now we have removed this one, okay, across the R1 and in series with R1. Now we connected milliammeter in series with R2 and voltmeter across the R2 and close this key and note down the values of current. So that current, suppose that is I2 and voltage, that is V2. Similarly we remove this milliammeter and voltmeter. Now connected the millimeter in series with R3 and voltmeter across the R3 and note down the values of current, that is I3 and voltage, that is V3. So by performing this activity, we observe that the current through this I1, this R1, R2 and R3, when we take summation of these three current, that is equal to the total current through the circuit. This is first observation. What is the first observation? The total current through the circuit is equal to the summation of the current through R1, R2 and R3. But here observe that the voltage difference across the combination of these resistors is equal to the individual voltage difference across each resistance. Okay, so from this activity we observe that the I total current through the circuit, that is summation of current through individual resistor, and voltage difference across the individual resistors is equal to the total voltage difference across the all combination, that is V1 is also equal to V2 and V3. What does it mean? This means when we connected three resistor in parallel combination, at that time this is R1, so voltage difference across this one, that is V1, this is V2 and this is V3. So this is equal to V, that is across this combination. This is V1, this one is V2 and this is V3. These four values are equal to each other. Okay, so now we have two equation. One is I is equal to I1 plus I2 plus I3 and your V1 is equal to V2 is equal to V3 is equal to V. So we can take V values at each resistor and also in the circuits. Now we want to find out what is the equivalent resistance when we connected the resistor in the parallel combination. So by Ohm's law we can find out what is the Ohm's law. So Ohm's law is given by V is equal to IR. So R is equal to V by I. Now your voltage value is equal, but your current value is given by the summation. So for that you find out I is equal to I1 plus I2 plus I3. So this is your equivalent current. Now by Ohm's law we can find out the resistance in terms of the I1, in terms of the I2 and in terms of the I3. So by Ohm's law we know that V is equal to IR. So V is as it is, but now you want to find out the resistance value. So R is equal to V by I. So from this equation we have R1 is equal to voltage is as it is I1 V by I1, then you have R2 is equal to V by I2, and R3 is equal to V by I3. Okay, this is your R1, R2 and R3. So now put values of I1, I2 and I3. So for that, now we have R equivalent is equal to V by I. This is your equivalent. Now I equivalent is given by V is equal to I1 plus I2 plus I3, but by Ohm's law your I is equal to V by R. So your I1 is equal to V by R1, I2 is equal to V by R2 and I3 is equal to V by R3. Substitute this value in above equation. You get R is equal to V by, now your I1 that is V by R1, your I2 that is V by R2 and your I3 that is V by I3. Now take V commons, so that is cancel out from above. So your V is common, 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2 plus 1 by R3. Now this V cancels. So now you take reciprocal on both sides. So you get 1 by R is equal to 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2 plus 1 by R3. This is your equivalent resistance when you connected all resistance in parallel combination. This is your equivalent resistance when you connected your 3 resistor in combination. So from this activity we have 3 equations for current, voltage and resistor. So current in parallel combination is given by summation of individual R2 and I3. Voltage is equal to each and every resistor. So that is we take V. And your equivalent resistor is given by the reciprocal of equivalent resistors is equal to the summation of the reciprocal of individual resistor. What is the equivalent resistor? The equivalent resistors is equal to the reciprocal of equivalent resistor is equal to the summation of reciprocal of individual resistor. Okay, so here these 3 characteristics is verified. Also from this equation we found that the equivalent resistance is smaller than 2 individual values. When you put values of R1, R2 and R3, so you get the values of R equivalent, that is always less than to R1, it is also less than to R2 and less than to R3. That means in parallel combination your equivalent resistance is always smaller than that of individual values of the resistance. So here 3 characteristics are verified. First one, in parallel combination the potential difference across each resistor is same, that is our V. Now the total current in the circuit that is equal to the summation of current in parallel branches of the resistors. And third one, that is your reciprocal of equivalent resistor is given by the resistance joined in parallel is equal to the sum of the reciprocal of individual resistors, that is 1 upon R1, 1 upon R2 and 1 upon R3. Is it okay? So this is your characteristics of the parallel combination, and this the equivalent resistance is less than to R1, less than to R2 and less than to R3. Now next question, that is state the advantage and disadvantage of parallel combination of resistor. This advantage and disadvantage exactly opposite to that of series connection. So here you can see the total resistance of the circuit is always less than that of smallest resistance, hence energy consumption is decreasing. In series connection your equivalent resistance is greater than to R1, also greater than to R2 and also greater than to R3. So at that time your energy consumptions will be large. But here now your equivalent resistance is decreased or smaller than that of smallest value of R1, R2 and R3. So here now your consumption of the energy will be decreasing. This is first advantage of the parallel combination over the series connection. If any component of the circuit fails, then the remaining components do not fail. Here now suppose your first component will be fail, they are not work properly, so this component is fail, so not need to these two components are now fail. But they are in series connection, if one component is fail, here this is fail, so this break the circuits, so this circuit not doing work properly. So here this is the second advantage of the series connection, of the parallel connection over the series connection. When your one component of the circuit is fail, so remaining component do not fail. Now third one, since every components of the circuit get enough voltage, because in parallel combination your voltage is equal to each and every component. Because of that, when you connected the three bulbs in parallel combination, suppose you have three bulbs that is in parallel combination, so at that time suppose you apply the 240 volt across this parallel combination, so the voltage across this first bulb, that is also 240, second that is 240, and third that is 240. That means each and every electric bulbs get enough energy, so they can be lighted. But in series combination we know that the voltage is divided to each devices, so at that times when we apply 214, so each bulb get 18 volt only. Okay, so these bulbs are less light, efficiency of this light will be less compared to that of parallel combination. This is one most important advantage of the parallel combination. Now disadvantage, here these types of the connection not useful from getting large value of the resistance. This large value of the resistance is also required when suppose you have a electric bulb which is operated at 5 ampere electric current. So at that time you must have the high value of the resistance, so that the source give the 240 volt, and suppose this source gives you the some 25 amperes. So these 25 amperes, we must be reduce this 25 amperes to 5 amperes. At that times we connected the large value of the resistance, but the parallel combination value that not give the large value of the resistance. So this is the disadvantage over the series combination. This is disadvantage of parallel combination over the series combination. Is it okay? So now we stop here, and in next video we solve some numericals which is based on the parallel combination of the resistors. Okay, thank you.